to the BNI and Yoko, omo a series of investigations into an alleged transfer of money from a bank account belonging to the ECG to PDS. Mekayepa, the final oral report presented to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, now this PDS case. The Office of the Special Prosecutor charges ya auditing tabobiti Raken Furiata, na PDS womb. Nansia, the Attorney General press conference our ye. Ya or update Ghana for with respect to certain cases and check. Ye hear the Musabeko court, na PDS. Interestingly, a free and run the basine. Interesting revelations have been made in this PDS case. The one interesting revelation is said the current Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Akutinga Ayine Oshembi, the current Managing Director, Edema ECG Name, ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na appointed no Oshek deal Limbi. Ya sa breno na all represented the Millennium Development Authority. Now let me go into the case itself as reported by Ghana Web. Menka Premu Osei Bonsu Bruce Catlin and Partners, a leading law firm in Ghana, has made an interesting revelation about the botched Power Distribution Service PDS takeover of the Electricity Company of Ghana. It named significant figures including the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, as well as the current Managing Director of the Electricity Company of Ghana, as persons with knowledge of key facts surrounding the resolutions reached on the botched PDS transaction. According to the firm, while Dr. Dominic Ayine, the current Attorney General, represented the ECG in the arbitration proceedings, which were duly concluded with an award delivered in November 2025, the current ECG Managing Director, Julius Kwame Pempena, participated in a related matter as the then Chief Operating Officer of Millennium Development Authority, which resulted in a solution termed the interim protocol. Erunti de meka ye nchiremu a womu ni say ya wo leading law firm e wo man yimu a na emu a lawyer for e represent PDS. Law firm ne friend no Menka Premu Osei Bonsu Bruce Catlin and Partners. E no mu chiremu say PDS ni ECG ho nsensam no a the NDC ba ye o maka ho asem bibribi no. 1. And nay, the current Attorney General, na oye lawyer de ma ECG, empobra asem no copy mu court, na court e rule de ma ECG. E bra na PDS SU ECG. Se contract no ye terminate ye no, e wo se etues kadema wo. Enu nti Dr. Ayine no owo nimdia pi e de fa sa PDS ECG botch deal no. Sa so na current ECG manager appointed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ya your friend Julius Kwame Pempena. Ono so enim nsam ne ho bebrebe. San say, sa bre no, onana eye Chief Operating Officer Edema Millennium Development Authority. Ma menkyem kakra. Millennium Development Authority eye authority a ye tintim ye under former President His Excellency John Ajekum Kofo. Na said yebenya an authority of Ghana ebe partner with Millennium Challenge Corporation of the United States, because Millennium Challenge Corporation of the United States say omo bi on person de boa Ghana in terms of infrastructure, energy sector, agric ni baby a. Enunti my Ghana and the US sign memorandum of understanding ya your friend compact agreement ya na ebe ensure say Ghana yensa beka grants, various forms of grant. And your size ID na your first grant to $547 million in 2012. Ya ebe boy in agric roads and some educational projects. Your second grant, ebe $498.2 million in 2016. Elunti, sa authority na yete ye, se ebe buana sa Millennium Challenge Corporation of the United States. Memorandum of Understanding no maga na assign se biribi ma ye grant. Ne dia boaye ho. Nipa na odano ebra EcG PDs se bae no. Ye current EcG managing director. This is according to Menka Premo Osei Bonsu, Bruce Catlin and partners. The law firm described the recent arrest and detention of two of its lawyers, Justice Kusi Menka Premo and Sophia Koko, by the Bureau of National Investigation (BNI) and the Economic and Organized Crime Office over the investigations into the transfer of 850 million Ghana cedis from a car bank account allegedly belonging to EcG as unlawful. The firm insisted that PDS does not owe EcG any money, contrary to claims by the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, who stated in a Facebook post that a PDS quartet, including Justice Kusi Menka Premo and Sophia Koko, had been arrested and granted bail in connection with money believed to belong to EcG. Menka Premo, Osei Bonsu, Bruce Catlin and partners, in a statement released on Friday, 8th May 2026, clarified the circumstances surrounding its lawyers' involvement in the matter and addressed claims relating to their arrest and detention, which were first announced by Ofosu-Kwakye and later reiterated by Benjamin Alpha, a spokesperson for the Attorney General's office. The Herald's independent findings indicate that the money in question has not left the country but was transferred to First Atlantic Bank Limited for investment purposes. The payments identified as alleged money laundering were reportedly made through Menka Premo and partners to settle legal fees owed to foreign lawyers who defended PDS in the international arbitration, in which the current Attorney General represented the EcG. Justice Kusi Menka Premo and Sophia Koko reportedly attended the offices of the BNI at Kawukudi, Accra, on Thursday, 30th of April 2026, to provide legal representation to Messrs. Philip Ayesu and Viraj Bhatt in relation to a PDS EcG investigation. However, they were allegedly prevented from representing their clients after BNI and EOCO officials declared the lawyers themselves to be persons of interest. The matter reportedly escalated into restrictions on the movement of Kusi Menka Premo and Koko. They were subjected to interrogation and arrest on what the law firm described as vague and unsubstantiated allegations of dishonestly receiving an abetment of money laundering, without any specific sums of items alleged to have been dishonestly received being identified. They were detained until evening of the following day, Friday, the 1st of May 2025, before being granted bail in the sum of 50 million Ghana cedis each. According to the law firm, this is not a standard criminal investigation. It is a direct assault on the right to legal counsel and the professional immunity of lawyers. The four individuals whose arrests have been reported were all participants in arbitration proceedings that commenced in 2021 between PDS ECG, and the government of Ghana at the London Court of International Arbitration. In those proceedings, Kosi Minka Premo and Koko formed part of the legal team representing PDS, while ECG was represented by a legal team that included Dr. Dominic Ayine, the current Attorney General. The arbitration was concluded in November 2025, with the tribunal dismissing PDS reliefs and declining jurisdiction over ECG's counterclaim. Costs were awarded against PDS. A formal demand for payment of those costs was subsequently made by ECG's legal representatives led by Dr. Dominic Ayine, and PDS paid the amount in full through its lawyers led by Dr. Dominic Akutinga Ayine. The statement explained that the arbitration concluded that each party carried liabilities it had incurred prior to the decision. PDS owed no money to ECG beyond the cost, which were awarded and have long since been settled. The termination dispute that began in 2019 was therefore resolved through a recognized and binding international legal process in 2025. It further stated, accordingly, the assertion made by the spokesperson for the Attorney General that the four people, including our lawyers, were arrested and granted bail for their involvement in transferring 850 million Ghana cedis from a car bank account belonging to ECG as a result of an interim protocol does not appear in any investigation caution statement and therefore cannot be accurate. The statement added that the only interim protocol between PDS and ECG was the product of a mediation process between ECG and PDS under the joint chairmanship of Messrs. Akoto Ampao Esquire and a son, Benjamin, in which the current ECG